Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and today I thought we'd have a look at these. Now these are old Atari 8-bit home computers, and I was on one of the Facebook groups the other day and a chap put a load of old 8-bits on, all sold as spares of repair, not working. And I picked up 3 of these Ataris. I picked up a couple of Spectrum 48, in fact I've got one of them here. Oops, my bench really needs tidying up. A couple of these Spectrum 48Ks. Obviously this one's not in brilliant condition, the other one's in a lot better condition. And then Strad CPC 464. But today I thought we'd have a quick look at some of these Atari computers, these little Atari 8-bit computers. Now I've got one of these already. These I'm going to do up and I'll sell on. We've got 2 Atari 800 XLs. Now this first one actually didn't have very much wrong with it. One of the SIO connectors in there, a pin was bent, and I managed to actually, I was very fortunate, managed to get in with my my snips, some little pointy snips I've got there, and I actually managed to straighten the pin in there and straighten that up. And it has one more fault, which is it's got a intermittent connection on the power connector there, so I do need to open this up. I will do a full service on it and change all the caps that need changing in it, and sort the dry joint out on the power connector there. But it does work. The SIO works on it. I've been able to load some games on it and what have you, and the cartridge port works fine on it, so that one needs very little work on it. I'll leave that to one side. Now we've got this. Now this is the one I'm considering actually keeping for myself. This is a 65XC. This was one of the very last of the Atari 8-bit range. They did a 130XC as well, which had more memory in it. I think it was slightly bigger than this as well. But yeah, this has got issues with it. The keyboard works fine on it, but none of these keys seem to do anything, so I need to take the keyboard apart on it and have a look at that. It also has another issue, that the colours on the screen keep randomly changing on it. Like the background colour will change, and then the border colour will change on it, but it will load basic programs. I've not got it to load a tape or anything yet, but it will load basic programs anyway. I'll try it with a cartridge and see what it does with the cartridge. I expect it to load the cartridge. I think the reason it's not loading tapes is that they're not working and I can't hold down the button while I power it on, and all that you do. But yeah, so that one needs looking at. And that brings me to what we thought we'll have a look at today. Now this is in a very bad condition. I may end up keeping this one for myself as well, just for the fact that I don't think I'll be able to sell it for very much. We have another 800XL. It's full of Tipex. Now this I'm not worried about. This I can clean off. But as you can see, it's very yellowed. It's not yellowed over here, but it goes very yellow over this point. I may have a go with some retro bright on it, see what I can do with it. But this one actually has a fault that we can have a look at repairing. Now what I'll do, I'll power this up. I've got it all connected up to my monitor, and as we switch it on, are we getting anything out of it at all? We don't seem to be. Ah, there we go. What it's doing is it goes straight into a memory test like that. Now that means basically, as we can see, it's coming up. It doesn't like the RAM. We have a RAM fault on this one, so we'll crack it open and we'll have a look at what we need to do to fix this RAM fault on this Atari 800XL. So let's get back onto the computer. Let's see what we can do with get you a bit closer to it maybe. There we go. Right. So let's power it off. We will grab my anti-static wrist strap, see if we're going to be working inside it. Let's get it all disconnected. some of the other crap off my bench. That's something I'm working on at the moment, which I'm still having some problems with. Idea of this little box, that I'll just get it out of the way for now because it is in my way, is whenever you're using RGB, it's not an issue with this Atari, but whenever you're using RGB through the SCART connector, you need to supply like 1 to 3 volts to 2 pins. I think it's 16 and 18 on the SCART connector to switch it between RGB and SCART, and that box just eliminates that. Literally, you'll be able to have between composite and RGB. So you've got composite on the back, you flick the switch that way, the TV switches into composite, you flick it that way and it'll switch into RGB mode. But like I said, that's not quite working yet. I'll get that out of the way. Let's move some of my other junk out of the way as well. There we go, that's better. Leave the TV plugged in for now. And if you look, that's the original colour of the Atari, so you can really see how yellow this one is. Now this has quite a few screws in it. Let's get these screws out and we can get inside and we'll have a look where the fault lies. These Ataris are quite nice, I must admit. I've got an Atari 800, which I got years ago for just a few pounds. Literally, I think I paid £3 or £4 for it at a car boot. But it's only got 8K of memory in it. It's where this, I think, has 64K of memory in it. It makes it a little bit. It's either got 48 or 64K, which makes it a little bit more usable. You can play more games on these. So we've got the ribbon cable for the keyboard, and all this keyboard seems to work. I will probably take it out for cleaning the case, but for now we'll just we'll remove that there. That seems in fairly good condition. We can take the keyboard out as one thing and clean all that, but we'll get the computer working first. We'll put that out of the way and let's have a look. Next thing we need to do is we need to release the motherboard from the actual case. Now, it's a while since I've worked on one of these, I must admit. A screw there, a screw there. Let's get them out. That got us free. That's free at the front. Oh, if I remember, these things are an absolute bugger to get out of the case. Oops, I've lost a piece of plastic there. I'll stick that to one side and we can glue that back. I don't know where that's just popped off from. There we go. Let's get that free and we're out. Now, I don't know where that little piece of plastic's just broken off from. I'm sure I've got all the screws out. Oh, it's there. It's in that corner there, so I'll have to glue that back. These cases, I presume, are getting a little bit fragile in their old age. I mean, they're getting on for, what, 30 years? They're over 30 years old now. I think this computer came out and was at 82 or 83. Let's get the RF shielding off it. And we can, with the other computer, if I was just doing a simple repair, actually, I wouldn't have to take this off. I could just literally resolder, it's over there, sorry. I could resolder the power connector on it, but I will strip it all down and do a full restoration on it. But I won't show you on that one, I don't think. I might as well show you on this one, seeing this one actually has a proper bona fide fault. Even if it is just a RAM fault, I think. It should be a simple fault to fix. So what we need to do is get in here and we need to see whether this has got socketed RAM or whether it's soldered to the board, because that'll dictate how I go on from here. And if it's soldered to the board, what we'll end up doing, I think, is taking all the RAM off, fitting some sockets, and then we can identify which is the faulty RAM, replace it, find out if we've got any more faults on the computer. I mean, I very much doubt it. The fact that it's getting to the RAM test. Ah, there we go. That's the top RF shielding off. Oh no, look. I think this might be a later board. I think the earlier boards had everything socketed and the later ones didn't. Let's get these screws out so we can get it just down to a bare board. This is the last one. Yeah, these screws are being a bit of a bugger coming out. I need to press down on that side with something, get it to grip while it goes through the PCB. Let's just try this other screwdriver handle. Let's give that a try. There we go, that's freed off. Right, let's get that out of the way. That's all the screws out. Let's get this bottom board off. Oh, we've got some more insulation there between the bottom shielding and the board. Let's have a look at this before. Now, I don't actually think this has ever really been worked on before. Can't see any rework on any of these on these solder tags. So no, I don't think this has ever been worked on before. This is a revision D, so it's a later revision, 800XL, and it's a 39th weight 84. So this is a 1984 board, I think. Now, what do we need to have a look at on this? Obviously, most things are fairly straightforward. You've got your RF modulator there. You've got your ROMs up here. I believe that is the Pokey chip, I think they call it, which I think deals with I/O and things like that. I'm not sure what that chip is. Either that or that, one of them two is the 65. I think it's that one actually. It's the 6502 processor. But this is what we are interested in here. These chips here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 8 chips there. That's the RAM for the computer. Now, one or more of them is what's gone faulty on this one. It's certainly what the first fault. It could be a multiplexer, which I believe are them two ICs there. I believe they're the multiplexers for the RAM. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what those two are there. It could be one of them that's at fault, but I think more likely it's one of these which has failed. Now, what I will do on my next video, this is just a quick video just to we'll take it apart and have a quick look over it, is I will take all them out. I'll replace them with sockets. We can then test that RAM, and we will replace. I've got some of these. I think I've got some of these in stock. Let's just have. Oops, I've lost another little bit of metal work there. Make sure we keep that to put it back. What are they? They're 4264s, 150 nanosecond. I'm pretty certain I've actually got some of them in stock. I'll have to go up to my other workshop and have a quick look, but. Yeah, I will put some sockets in to replace them. I might show that, I might not. Just depends how I'm feeling. But yeah, I will socket up them. I will find out which one of them are faulty. I've got a way of testing them DRAMs, so I will test which one of them are faulty. I will replace the faulty ones, and we'll see if that clears the fault. We also, if we'll have a look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 10. Did I count that one? 11, I think, possibly. Electrolytic capacitors on here. I think, because of its age, we'll probably change them for new ones. We'll give it a test. We'll probably won't bother to change them for the test, but we'll do the RAM. We'll see if we can get it to work. If we're happy with it is working all right, we'll change this RAM on it. We'll give the whole thing a good clean up, and we'll see what we can do with the case. It might be a oh, there's another one there. That's is that 11 now? I think that's 11 now with that one. Anyway, we'll see what we can do with the case. Get the case cleaned up, and make this back into a nice usable 800 XL. Because I mean, if you want an Atari just to sit in your collection and sit on the shelf, yeah, get a original Atari 800 or an Atari 400. If you want an Atari to play games on, an 8-bit Atari to play games on, get one of these or get the 65E. But 65E is possibly a little more sought after, possibly a little rarer. It might be easier and cheaper to get one of these. They're nice, they're compact. Oh, excuse me. Once it's repaired, you should get plenty of years' use out of it. So yeah, these make a good entry-level Atari 8-bit computer if you're into your vintage and retro gaming. I'll leave that there for now. My next video I'll have probably changed these already, or else I'll be part way through changing these. We'll put some new RAM in it and we'll see how far we can get from there. We may find another fault, we may find that fixes it, we can do the caps on it, give it a clean up, and job's a good one. So I'll leave that there for now. I hope you enjoyed watching that, so thanks for watching and goodbye.